Hello, 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 hola, hola, hola. What's going on? What's shaking? Been a while since we had a little live chat, and Cindy's like, "Okay, have a live chat already." So this is definitely you can thank her for having one. Dragger Slave's paying off. Thank you. You're welcome. Daniel, what's going on? I am good. How's everybody? Did I win the auger? The auger is not uh going to be given away till the next video. How long are you going to be live for? For an hour, and then I'll probably do members only chat for about a half hour after as well. So for the next hour-ish, be live for a little bit. I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background, but we have some new terrorizers that Cindy's going to bring eventually into the chat and show them off. Hello from LaRange. Hello, hello. How is everybody doing? Good morning. Good morning, Clayton. It's evening here, but good morning to you. Jerry, good evening. When's the suit giveaway? The suit giveaway will be the second video from this one, or from the next one. So first will be the auger giveaway and then the suit giveaway. So beef tallow to you. What's shaking, everybody? I got this noise. Hey, Cindy, your monsters are on the cupboard doing stuff they shouldn't be. Next lake trout video. I haven't been lake trout fishing yet this year. I know. I need to. What was your biggest fish in the last tournament? It was a 30 and 3/4 inch walleye. Did Cindy get tires yet? Not yet. We are getting her tires though. I did win the tournament. Yes. Congratulations. Thank you. How's the fishing been up here? I haven't been fishing for let's see, for 3 days now. It's been gross out, so I'm taking some time off. Some much needed time off. So I got nothing in the bank right now, nothing to edit, even nothing. Like I've literally been just hanging out for the last few days and spending some time with some new monsters that we'll introduce here in a little bit. But yeah, love the twisted teas right there. We're drinking a twisted tea right here. So yeah, so basically live chat, just chat, hang out. I'll try to answer some questions throughout the chat here. And if you ask a question and I don't get to it, you can always bring it up again. I'll try to get to as many as I can. But as you can tell, the chat goes pretty fast. And yeah, Cindy's bringing the new additions, the new monsters. Yeah, they're really rambunctious right now, so they don't want to be held as much at this moment. They want to go, but yeah. So we don't have names yet, but this one right here, look, if you Google the Yeti, the abominable snowman, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one might be named Yeti, the snowman. So just Google it. It's crazy.
Hi, Ty.
Ty Lucas. Yeah. So yeah, any restock on merch yet? No, I need to do that. I should really do that tonight. Maybe I'll do that after the live chat. I'll sit down and do that because I have to. Shots tonight. Yeah, we have some shots. We might do some shots right here. We got some goods there. Yeah. So we need names. Come here. Come here.
So
This one.
We've had a few.
Yeah, we've had a few names.
Frostbite.
Yeah.
Yeti and
Oreo,
and Jig and Minnow.
Yeah, Jig and Minnow. So yes, Yeti and
so help us out.
I guess yeah, we can name Snowball. We can name one. We can name one Frostbite too. But yeah, so they're right now in their kitty phase, obviously.
They're so busy.
They're so busy. They do Steve French and Gary Laser Eyes. Yeah, so they're really busy right now, like really busy. They do have some moments where they calm down and you can cuddle them and whatnot, but right now they're go, 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 like nonstop. Yeah. So, right? So yeah, so we got some new monsters. What kind of rods do I use? I use frostbite rods. Dason. How's it going, Clayton and Cindy? It's going good, Dason.
Hi, Jason.
Donkey and Fuzz Lips. I'm saving Donkey for a puppy. I want a puppy. Burbot and Frostbite. I like Burbot. Eskimo for the primarily white one. Eskimo would be good. We thought about that too. Even one like Esky and the other one Mo. Esky Mo. Yeah, I know. There's so many different names we come up with. So, but I think Yeti is definitely one of them. You'll have to go through the comments later and check on names.
Yeah,
see names.
another one we thought of tonight was Ice.
Ice, yeah, Ice. I really like Ice for the white one
Ice.
too.
We have so many names for the white one.
Yeah.
We're struggling with the black and white one, but
Wally and Burb. See, we have a Wally now. Carter has a cat, and its name is Wally. Jay and Aaron. That's funny. How do I become a member? And how do I know my dollar is protected? How your dollar's I don't know what you mean by dollar is protected. But you become a member. There's a join button somewhere on. There should be. Yeah. I just became a member. It's easy. Well, there you go. There you go, Batman. All the memberships are basically like, just like it's to kind of help with the channel more than anything, right? Like I do some member only live chats, whatnot, but that's about it. So love your channel. I appreciate you watching, Andre, very much. And Sandy and Pepper. I know that's a good one, right? You should fish at CIL, Clayton. It'd be cool if you fish Selkirk. I do need to fish there at some point. I do. Cut and uncut. Name one dinner bell. I know there's so many good ones. Corey and Trevor, right? The other one was what Adam said. Adam said Randy and Leahy. I love your content. If a membership is small, $4.99 supports the channel. I can't complain. Well, I appreciate that so much. I got a question. Well, ask away. I'll see if I can help you. I'm gonna try to start answering some questions here. Can I come fish with you, please? I wish I could fish with everybody. It's so tough. Do you fish the chain lakes often? I do, but not often. I do fish them, but not a crazy amount. Usually once or twice a year. What's your go-to structure when you first looking for tip-up pike fishing? Usually some like shallower mud flats. I like a lot of 3 to 7 foot mud flats, even 10-foot mud flats where there's some kind of deep water allocated close by. My biggest walleye ever is 33¼ inches, or a weight one, which is a different walleye, which is 13.6 pounds. Can you do more ice camping? I know I have not been ice camping once this year yet. It's been a weird start to the year. Do you use braid outside the shanty often? I don't fish outside the shack very often unless it's like nice out. It's so hard on camera gear. It's really hard on the fish. And I just would rather fish inside the shelter where it's nice and warm. You should do your own fish donkey tournament, 5 biggest walleye. That'd be a good one. Do it all over North America. That'd be interesting for sure. The hardest one with the fish donkey tournament I find is like, and I don't want to do like big money for that stuff because of the team fishing aspect of it. Like I know in the last one I did, there was some people that were team fishing, and even though it was still one, but like 3 guys go out and fish under one name, like that's just not really that fair. So it's tougher on that sense. But the competition is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be this big competition thing. Like to me, that's why I donated all the prizes back, because it has nothing to do with winning. It's just supposed to be fun and pushing yourself more than anything. You know, if you cheat out there, you're only cheating yourself. Hey Clayton, I know you use a lot of frostbite equipment. I have a few rods myself. I recently tried Timber Wilderness rods, and I've completely fallen in love with them. Yeah, I've heard good things about them for sure. I've seen them. They look good. I've used the frostbite rods for a long time. I enjoy them, and frostbite is one of my biggest partners, which I'll explain more in the future for that for sure too. But do you ever fish? Do you ever go fishing in southern Saskatchewan? Not really as far. Like Crooked Lake is usually like the farthest I've gone south in the winter. I need to do some more. Ion or Strike Master, I really like my Ion. How's your truck coming along? Good question. I believe all the parts are here now. It should get fixed. If all the parts are here, the auto body shop I have it at, Impact Collision in Melville, is unbelievable. Paul said he'll have it in there like right as soon as all the parts get here. So there's a good chance I could have my truck in a few weeks, I would say. So That was awesome. You donating the prize back. So thank you. Yeah, it felt good just to like donate everything back, right? More money for the daycare. I asked him right away. It was like, did you purchase the auger or was it given to you? And he's like, I purchased the auger. So I'm like, well, okay, this is awesome because I know Ion will work with me and I can do my own auger giveaway. So why don't you just sell that auger and give money straight to the daycare? So it worked out really well. Impact is the best in town. I agree. Impact Collision in Melville is like they're so busy though, and like it's so hard to get in there. I'm thankful that I know Paul and he helps me out like with anything right away. But is their SGI auto body shop is by far the best one that I've seen. Congrats on the win. Any Pike videos in the plan? Yes, I have Pike videos planned. That's the one thing that's like nice right now is like after this whole tournament with the Manitoba tournament or the Lake of the Prairies tournament, I'm gonna transition over to other species. I'm thinking about doing a Manitoba panfish tour video, like have like a 3-part series where I go do bluegill, perch, and crappie. And I've never caught a bluegill or a crappie, so I think it'd be really cool to do like a Manitoba panfish tour, something completely different from CSO's video, something he's never done before. And yeah, you plan on going to the St. Paul Ice Show next year? I plan to go to the St. Paul Ice Show the last couple of years. I just haven't made it down there yet. I do really want to go. I really do. I need to. I need to get down there. The hardest thing is it's like in the middle of like some of my best fishing and times to make content, but I just need to suck it up and go. I would totally buy a Clayton Schick hat or any other merchandise if available. We do have merch, ClaytonSchickOutdoors.com, but right now it's not a lot on the website. Some older stuff, we have hoodies to put on. No, I don't wear the hoodies. We got new CSO t-shirts, hoodies. Our hats sold out, but I have more hats coming. Fishing towels. Oh yeah, where's the towels? Where's the towels? We finally got fishing towels. So, hey Clay, do you know Brandon Elliott from Full Stand Angling? I do know Brandon Elliott. Great guy. Great guy. Panfish video would be cool. I agree. You should do a caveman video with no electronics. I know it'd be cool for the video side of it, but I wouldn't learn anything. That's the hardest thing with like not doing something with electronics. It's like whenever I go out every time, I'm able to learn something because of it. I just love learning. So that can't be for real. Never a gill or a crappie. Never caught a crappie or a bluegill. I know. A curiosity question. I've driven north past on 6 by Lake Winnipegosis. Do people fish that lake? You know what? I've driven by that lake a few times too, and I don't really know the answer to that. I've questioned myself a few times. Isn't Aaron Weeb a wizard when it comes to Manitoba panfish? Yes, Aaron has caught a lot of big Manitoba panfish. Yeah. So there's our fishing towels. Whoosh. Which, yeah, they got the clip on them, and yeah, so those will be on the website too. We sold out of those at the Winnipeg Ice Fishing Show like instantly. Hoodies and we have some zip up hoodies too. Yeah, so yeah, 3rd time's a charm for making it to St. Paul. I know. That's all we did was no electronics and caught my biggest fish without it. There's no doubt you're going to catch good fish without electronics. So you're going to catch fish. To me, it's more of like I'm just not learning something. Like I have confidence to go out and catch fish without electronics. It's just I'm not learning anything. Like if I don't catch any fish that day, I'm not learning. Was there any fish around for the day? Were they just not active? You know, like was there fish 30, 40 feet over? It's just, and then what I do for work, like every time I can go out and gain information for the next time, it's so valuable. So that's why I like it so much. Rod says, hey, Cindy, hey, Clayton. Hello, Rod. Why is there so much different types of ions? Which is the best? The biggest thing is there's an 8 and a 10 inch, and then there is a composite, which is like a plastic kind of material, which is unbelievable. There's some people that say like I don't trust it, it's going to break. I have put those things through the ringer. I've never broken off a fin or anything. And then there's the steel flighting. And then you have you can get one where it's got 2 batteries or 1 battery. So that's the difference I would say between them. So it's not really that much difference. Like the power head itself is the same throughout all of them. So they fell asleep. They're all of a sudden they're sleeping. Yeah. So it's good. It's good. Never caught a crappie, but caught a big smoked brisket, right? I caught the first brisket ever. Any active plans to come to Yellowknife and go for Big Lakers and Inkanoo? I'd like to do the Inkanoo. Big Lakers, I feel like I can get on Big Lakers even in northern Manitoba, northern Saskatchewan. But I would like to do the Inkanoo one day. Rory says, congrats on the new additions to the family. Rory is your kitty right there, Sonnenberg. I can't believe I missed out on that Starlink. Starlink Mini was $3.99 in Canada. Now it's $5.99. I should have bought it. I thought about buying one for like the winter camping trips and other stuff like that. I need to. Still probably going to buy it, I think. Eskimo E40, good auger. I have an Ion already. Like the Ion, I'd say, is a little bit better auger in terms of quicker, but the E40 is so it's so reliable and it's smooth cutting. Go-to tip-up lights. I don't have any tip-up lights, actually. That would probably be a good thing. Do a multi-species video. Yeah, I think it just I like the pull panfish idea too. The biggest thing like a multi-species video is like a lot of times if you're gonna target multi-species for a day, you need so much different gear with you for the day. Obviously, you can go to a lake and you catch multi-species as you're fishing for one species. Like, go walleye fishing and catch a pike, a burbot, a perch, everything in between. But to move around lots, you need like to have a bunch of different gear with you and whatnot. So, howdy, Clayton. Was awesome meeting you at the show. Well, nice to meet you too. You should do ocean fishing in the summer. I love the ocean. I miss the Keys. I'm not gonna lie. I do. I appreciate all the advice you share. Help me out. Well, I'm glad I could help you out. Hope to get the Minio video out soon. Works amazing. Lakers video soon? Yes, at some point. I might not be Laker fishing till middle of February, and then I might end up doing more Laker fishing to the end of the year or something. I'm pretty sure. So I'll try to put a couple videos out, and then I'll save some for next year again, basically. Tieable wire or fluoro leader for tip-ups. I like the tieable wire for the pike and then fluoro for the Lakers. I've just seen pike bite down. If this was the leader, I've seen them bite down and then like they don't break it where it snaps in half. They break it where they get a tooth in the middle and it shears it down. I've seen it with like 80, 100-pound fluorocarbon. If you're like, I know muskie guys use fluorocarbon leaders, but they're bigger baits where usually the muskie isn't taking the fluorocarbon leader in the mouth. So a thin 26-pound wire leader seems to work just great. Biggest fish is my Goliath grouper, I guess, ever. Would be like it was 80 inches, I believe. I guess I've caught a longer sturgeon, but the grouper was the biggest fish for sure. Stock trout parker on Parkland region. See how many different species you can get. That'd be fun. That'd be good. My brother and his woman just told us they're having a kid and she's in labor. Boy or girl? Boy. My instinct said boy. That's what I'm calling right now. And if it's a boy, they have to name it Clayton. Clayton Chick Outdoors, you're having some static coming through from the audio mic. Confirmed it's not just me. That's weird because this is my mic here. I use as my whatchamacallit. Let me know if there's more issues. Anyone getting weird static? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, let me know. Clear and mic not here. Yeah. No static. Okay. Girl. Somebody says girl. Audio is fine. Maybe it was me playing with this. Pass the Barb podcast feature was awesome. Yeah. You know what? If you guys want to see like 2 hours of me chatting with Sobi and them guys, I'll put a link here. I don't do a lot of podcasts. I really don't. This one only has views right now. So let's throw a link up here. And after the podcast, if you want to listen to them drill me with some questions and whatnot, let's see here. Where can I put a link? I think I can do this, do that, and then I can pin it, I think, right? Pin message. There we go. I'll pin it. So there, if you want to see a podcast with me and Sobi and Bart and Pink, you can watch right there. It's like 2 hours. So yeah, it's a long one for sure. And they just drilled me with a bunch of questions and it was fun. I use Fish Donkey for tournaments in the summer. That's a good idea. Pop a mic cutout. Huh. Podcast was good. Listen, Darian, you slaying some big pikes? Caught a 38-inch lake trout the other day on Lake of the Woods. That's amazing. That's a big laker. Are we doing the subscriber drawing live? I don't think I'll do it live. I'm probably just going to do a video with it and put it in my next video. I'm thinking at this point, like without having a video for tonight or I won't have a video for Wednesday. I'll probably have like a week and a half break for videos. And then the Ion winner should be announced probably in a week from today. I should be able to fish like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and do a bunch of filming and get some videos rolling again. The tournament, I did a lot of days where I fished like literally 4 days to make one video. So a lot of my like a lot of my days, like a lot of times I'll go out and I'll film a video and I'll edit it right away or whatever and put that out. But I spent 4 days before I finally made a video. So I don't have as many videos to edit at the moment. You should do a mercy giveaway. I need to do some more giveaways. Hi Clayton, hope all is well. Currently camped on the ice, loving the fish donkey app. Curtis, I saw your name on the top of the leaderboard right now, right? In the fish donkey. Yeah, you're winning the 6 species slam right now, aren't you? I've thought about entering that tournament. I really have. I haven't ruled it out yet because I am going to probably do bluegill and crappie and perch this week, I'm thinking. So that would be 3 of the species down. So I'm thinking about possibly entering it. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. I might enter it even just in case I do that, put an effort into it. I'm not sure, but we'll see. I might enter it anyways just to fish, have it. You know, it's $26 and that's it. I'm not even sure how many people are even entered in it right now. But yeah, wonder if I should fish in that one. I feel like I could put up a decent number. I wanted to fish in the last one. It says there's 74 people right now. Oof, I like that. More people, the better. Time for a shot, Ivan. Okay. I'm late to the chat. You're not late. We still got a half an hour left yet. I'd love to have a chance to fish against you. Well, you probably would take me down right now. It seems like you're doing good. Maybe I should enter it. I have to, if I'm going to enter it, I kind of have to enter it by, I probably won't fish till Wednesday, so I have to make sure I 24 hours in advance. Oh, I filled this one right full. This is a 2-ounce glass. Ivan, cheers to you, my friend. We're butter ripple schnapps here, homemade. Cindy has Jello shots too. Right?
Yeah.
She's sleeping with the kitties. Well, the kitties are sleeping. She's not, but just got into ice fishing this year. Any main tips? My main tip is to be patient. You're not going to catch as many fish as you will in the summertime, and just have fun with it. Like experiment, try different things. Don't get stuck in a rut. Cheers from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Well, cheers to you. Clayton, if you come to Selkirk and ice fish here, tell me and I'll tell you the good spots. I love the good spots. I'm all about the good spots. Cheers, 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 cheers. Have you ever tried bass fishing? I've done some bass fishing, yep. We only have one lake with largies in Saskatchewan, but I've gone down to the Texas-Mexico border with my buddies Jay and Mark Tully, and we fished at Falcon Lake, and I caught a big bass down there. I do like bass fishing. I like to do some more eventually. Can we get your recipe for butter ripple? Unfortunately, it's not mine. A friend gave it to me. Dennis gave it to me. So I don't make my own moonshine or anything like that. So I have no idea how to do it. What do you use to target burbot? I like glow in the dark, like big tantrums, something like that. You can bang on the bottom, or heavy tungsten dinner bell spoons. And the biggest meathead jig too, with like some Cisco belly on there or something, would be good. You ever drink clamatos with dill? I have, yeah. Any plans to go to Tobin this year? Nothing right now. I'm not. I'd like to get to Tobin. I just don't have anything planned at the moment. Membership for 3 months. Sammy's Smoke Barbecue. Cheers to you. Well, that is awesome. I'm gonna have to come visit. I didn't know you were a member there. Sammy Smokes Barbecue. That's all. I'll have to come get some good food from you. I've heard a lot of good things from you guys. A lot. That's awesome. I need an auger. What should I get? I love the Alpha. I really do. Really do. You ever targeted flathead catfish? I never have. Congratulations on the tourney win. Well, thank you, Twigs. I appreciate that. I love your rainbow trout videos. Thank you, Damn Sock. That's a great name, Damn Sock. Best lakes in Manitoba for multi-species open water. Hard to beat the north when it comes to the multi-species stuff, like Simon House, Athapap, the cranberries where you can get walleye, Lakers, Cisco, burbot, stuff like that. I really like the northern lakes. Lake of the Prairies is pretty good multi-species too, I'd say. What are you laughing at?
Oh.
Cindy's in her glory with the cats right now. You're spoiled with your fisheries. You bet I am spoiled with the fisheries because we know how to take care of them in Canada. And I put a lot of time in, though, to catch those. Spoiled, yes, but like there was somebody that tried to come at me with the whole walleye at Lake of the Prairies, and they went off on like, it's so easy where you are, like you don't realize how good you have it. And I agreed with them, like, yeah, we have it really good, but they're like challenging me, like I could catch so many fish. And I'm like, try it, come up. There was 76 people entered in the tournament that went on for almost a month. It was like 3.5 weeks, and there was one 30-inch walleye caught. One. That's a lot of people that fished. So how easy is it to catch a 30-incher? Obviously not. And I never felt like I did anything special. I got lucky to catch that 30-incher, but like, yeah, our lakes are good, but I see a lot of people come up to them and fail miserably. Like, so yeah. I went to the Mississippi Ski Resort, and it's literally Lake of the Prairies. I didn't even realize. Yes, you're right there. Do you create content in the summer during open water season? I do. I create content all year long. And I love fishing out of the boat. I do. Have you ever caught a muskie? I have. Biggest muskie I've caught is 47.5 inches. You need to come to Storm Lake, Idaho for walleyes. Never heard of that lake. Interesting. Best time of winter, LML to target toad walleye. It's good all year. Too many people are just fishing deep. Like everybody thinks you need to be in like 30, 35 feet of water, which is ridiculous. We're catching them a lot of shallow water stuff. Like the big girls will come feed shallow. Like you won't catch as many fish, but you'll catch bigger ones. So try shallow. Giant muskie alert. Thoughts on the Garmin PS22? It's a great unit, but it's like people have to remember it's the original Panoptix technology, right? Like it's 7, 8, 9-year-old technology. So it's nothing like the live scope is. But as far as like the hole hopping stuff, it's unbelievable. Favorite frostbite walleye jig? It'd be the 3/16 ounce meathead. I've really warmed up to that jig a lot. Why are live scopes so expensive? I know they are. They are. 93 million walleye from Saguenay Lake area. I love Michigan. That's a lot of walleyes. Anything on perch this year? Yes, planning to do perch. Does Clay make open water videos? Come on, people, do you watch his videos? I make a lot of open water videos. I do, Blake. It's all good. And maybe they're new to the channel and just started subscribing. They just subscribed, right? So you gotta think of it like that. Hey, Clayton, so for monster pike fishing, what is your preferred rod strength? I currently have an extra heavy frostbite slugger, and I love it. But sometimes I feel extra heavy is overkill. Yeah, the extra heavy is overkill for pike. I don't like the slugger for the pike fishing. I prefer the Drama Queen or the Mr. Big for the pike fishing. I really do. Darian, have caught a few low 40s this year, nothing giant, waiting for it to warm up. It's too cold. I don't like fishing for the pike when it's that cold. I'd rather be warm where you can fish for them outside, right? Because if it's cold, I'm only fishing in the shelter for them, and I'm running one line or two lines that are close together. Like I don't do the whole tip up fishing when it's cold. It's just not fair to the fish. Any appearances of pokies planned? Nothing's planned right now. I would be up for doing something like that in Regina, though, pokies. Talk to the guys and just say, hey, why don't you ask Clayton to see if he can come in for an afternoon or whatever. And if we did a meet and greet, I'm all about doing something like that. So when are you doing the CSO meetup at Lake of the Prairies? I know, maybe March. I was going to try to do something in December, but with the late ice that we got, and it was just, it was a nightmare. It just never happened. So it needs to happen. We'll go do our other thing we're talking about, Blake, this week, Wednesday. I think Wednesday is probably the day to do it. Hope you have a great night. I'm looking forward to your next video. Thanks, Curtis. Good luck out in the tournament, my friend. And if I join, I'm going to take you down. No, I'm going to look forward to you taking me down. Good luck in the multi-species tournament, though. Can you list off your personal best, as many species as you can? Too much to talk right now. Frostbite. Pokies needs frostbite products. I know we only sell stuff online, Ty, so it's really tough to bring them into like a market like that. I know I know we've done some stuff in shields in the States, but yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Brandon, good evening, Clayton. Can you explain the difference between a pan optic system and a live scope for somebody that's just getting into ice fishing? Thank you, everything you do for your support. So pan optics is like the original live imaging technology. It's like the OG, the first one. If you go to Uncut Angling, he's got a video where he did in his little pond and he explained it. That's like the first live imaging stuff that came out. And then live scope was later down the road, and live scope is basically just a crisper, clear technology that you can see a little bit farther, and the technology is a little bit more crisp, clean, more detail, a little bit more responsive probably. And you have obviously you have some other brands too, but that's the difference from the pan optics and the live scope. Pan optics is the original, live scope is like the second generation, if that makes sense. You got it all, Clayton? I don't do any guiding right now. I just do a little bit in the summer, and I'm fully booked for that. I do a couple weeks in the summer at the lodge I've been at for 20 years, and that's about it. Is tallow easier to bring on the ice than liquid oil? Yes, tallow is easier to bring on the ice than liquid oil. It is, because you just put it in like a little container, and it's like it melts in your pan then, right? It can be frozen, it can be hard, and you scoop it all, put in your pan, and it melts. So the tallow is much easier to deal with on the ice than the oil is. Way easier. And oil too, like if you take it and get it frozen, then you have to thaw it before you can get it into your pan usually. So yeah. We're driving down to the Nashville for the SCI show right now. What a drive. Oh, you're going to Nashville. That's awesome. That's a good show. I used to go down to the SCI shows. And when it was, Nashville used to be the one that was in Vegas at one point. So nice. Nashville's a good one. That'll be good. Alex from the Shield, check out Clayton Cisco Disco video. I went Cisco fishing the other day, and I just had a poor effort, but I caught one fat 17-inch Cisco. I don't have a video from it, but that's something I'm going to try to do in the future for some Cisco videos. So yeah, have you ever went deep sea fishing? I've never done any deep sea fishing. The deep sea stuff's never been like a huge target for me, or like something I'm super interested in. I'm not into like fighting the fish at high trolling speeds or whatnot, but there's obviously some things I'd like to do with it. But the inshore saltwater fishing, I love. So medium heavy rods would be good for pike fishing. Yeah, medium heavy would be good, like a strong medium heavy rod. From Frostbite, you'd want the Mr. Big or the Drama Queen. Do you prefer the scissor kick or the dinner bell for walleye and perch fishing? I've had more success with the dinner bell, but I've used the scissor kick a lot less. So I don't know. I probably prefer the dinner bell, but both of them work. I'm just getting back to your work, Clay. We're pounding the mud here. Here, I tip of the mitten. Hey, Clayton, I was wondering if you have any opinions summer fishing walleye lures. I think I'll just talk about more of the summer walleye stuff, like once it gets to be that time. Just go watch some of my videos, and I talk about some summer stuff. I love like a jigging wrap style bait for the open water, and then I love a jig and a worm, a jig and a night crawler, and then a drop shot too. Really like a drop shot. Do you lubricate the poles of your flip over shack? If so, what do you use? Yes, I do. I haven't lubricated since I put it away last year, but I use a WD-40 silicone lubricant. It's got a yellow cap on it. So yeah, that's what I use, and I lubricated it before I put it away last year. I haven't done it again, but it makes everything just like run that much smoother. I noticed you started fishing from the bow at the end of the open water season. Do you prefer the bow or stern? Oh, the bow, Clayton. Bow. I like the bow for the walleye fishing. I do. I've changed a lot for how I walleye fish. I like the bow of the boat now. I like hunting them down with the trolling motor. I really do. So yeah. Real Canuck says fireball. Cindy, you better get out the jello shots. Have a couple jello shots. I have the fireball put away right now, but we're gonna have right here the shot with you. We do have some more fireball though. We do. Cheers, my friend. Cindy's gonna do some jello shots. Well, those are all for you. I'm doing this one. Yeah. Cheers. We didn't do the New Year's this year. I got back really late from fishing, and yeah, shots. That's an old song. That's a gooder.
We had two really good questions. There was one girl asked if you're a hockey fan.
Go Oilers.
And Ty had a good question.
What did Ty ask?
Something about what, I can't remember exactly what it was. What got you into fishing, and why did you start doing videos?
You know what?
That was a good one.
If you want to know the question about why I got into, or how I got into videos and what, go listen to the podcast that I filmed with Sobe. That's the link that's up there. We dive deep into that and how I kind of like started getting into it and what went on and whatnot. So that's probably the best thing I'd say. How do you organize all your gear? I just don't have much gear, right? I just organize it. You have to stay on it.
Honestly, I can vouch for that. You are very organized.
You have to stay. If you don't stay on it, like when I'm organized, I'm quicker with my trips. Like I know where everything is. I can get set up. I have a couple different shacks, so I can come home, dry one out in the garage, grab another one to film with the next day. So, yeah. Sorry, Detroit lost, man. Heartbreaking. That was a tough one. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it got the Lions game. It was just like it felt like it wasn't real. Like it just felt like, yeah. Cindy's laugh. I don't know. It felt. That was a tough one. Not gonna lie. I felt bad for Frank. I texted him last night. That's Greg. Do you have?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, you have Emery's.
That's what I was thinking.
We got Emery's.
Package.
Yes, her package. We just got it like the other day. So Greg's girl Emery wrote me a letter. Dear Clayton, here are some chartreuse bracelets I made for you. Sorry if they're too small. And there is also a fishing rig I made. And guess what? I am 12 now. So Emery, happy birthday. I must have missed your birthday. So happy birthday to you. And I did. I was waiting to try them on in a live chat for when I saw you. So yes, there we go. Look at, they fit. I'll wear them for a video now. Thank you so much.
That'll be your good luck.
Yeah, that'll be my good luck video, or my good luck charm for my next video. It's awesome. So awesome. She was worried with the strike. Yeah, the strike was ridiculous. Like it took forever to get stuff. I know when we sent out some merch, like there's some people that haven't got it yet, and we sent it out like even before the strike took place, right? Or was it just after the strike? Just after the strike.
Yeah, that's why it's kind of been sitting.
Yeah. But any plans to film with Lake Winnipeg Outfitters? Yeah, you know I'm not filming with them. That's for sure. When's the donkey merch coming? I know. Are you going to take Cindy out ice fishing to break her PB walleye? PB walleye is going to be pretty tough to break. I'm not going to lie. The pike is definitely beatable. I think that's probably what I kind of want to take her for ice fishing is like when it's nice out and warm, and pike fishing would be good when it's like positive temperatures because we know how much you like the cold weather, right? Cindy's not a cold weather person at all. Like if we left in the winter to go somewhere south, she'd be so happy with that. So Game of Inches Part 2. Nothing's planned for Game of Inches right now at all. Still need to come fish for hit Barbie for some brooks and bows. I know. Have you posted any videos? I should go look at your channel and see if you put any videos from there for this year. I need to. Is there a Canadian Fishing Hall of Fame? So if so, definitely voting you in. I don't know. There must be a Canadian Fishing Hall of Fame. I'll never get into something like that though. I won't, because that's so political, and like those guys like say Gord Pizer and all those guys, it's like if you don't know somebody in that industry, like whatever, like you're not going to get into something like that. Like the chances of somebody like me or Aaron like ever getting into that is like is hard, even though we've obviously helped a lot of people get into the industry. We care about the fish. We put the fish first all the time, but they'll never, because we're almost like we're like the black cloud in that sense, right? Like they don't take the whole YouTube fishing serious. You don't have a TV show, or if you don't write newspaper articles or magazine articles, you're a nobody in the fishing industry compared to what the people think, right? So that's fine. We'll just start our own Hall of Fame, and we won't have anybody in there because we don't need anybody, because it doesn't matter. What'd you see?
No, I'm just laughing at you.
Yeah.
We don't need anybody.
We don't need anybody. We don't need anybody. I say we don't need anybody. Like I don't need that title either. I could care less. It doesn't matter. at all. So
well, I just did 4. How many did you do?
You did 4 shots? I can't believe the cats are sleeping again.
I know.
Vanity 2025. I don't think I'll fish Vanity, no. I'm going to fish the Lake of the Prairies tournament, and I'm going to fish the Last Mountain tournament, I believe. My cat loves watching your live imaging. That's what we need to do, is put up a live imaging clip and see what the cats are into it. I bet you they go crazy for it.
And like last night, McKenna was over and she had like the fishing game just on her phone, and they were playing that. So we need to put that on an iPad, like the little fishing game.
Bait casting reel for ice fishing thoughts. I don't really use it. I really don't. I think inside the shelter, I think it'd be good for like lake trout fishing, a quick up and down with the thumb. But outside, I feel like their drag freezes so quick. Game of inches with Sobe, that'd be good. I like Sobe. Where do you typically set up overnight for walleye? I'll be doing it overnight on Thursday. Lake depth is almost at 40 feet and dark in color. I like the edges of some kind of structure. Anything where they could be like, anywhere they could be traveling. And if you have a map, pick out like your widest contours. Like, where can I draw on something here real quick? So depth doesn't matter as much, but say that this, say, is 15 to like 20 feet here, and this is like 21, 22. So see here how it's like you got your the structures is all ignore the other number. There's some number to call for the government, but see how the contours are tight. You have tight contour, where the contours start to get like wider. Somewhere in there is where it's set up, like right there, somewhere right there, there or there, like 21, 22 feet. I just use that for an example, but not where your contour is super tight, kind of where it's your widest contour. Something like that's one of my like keys to finding good fish. I like something like that, where it's close to the structure, where they could be traveling the base of it, but wherever the contours are the widest. Jason Clapper from Wallison retired. I don't know. I haven't heard Clapper's name for a long time. Clapper. That's awesome. Jason. Yeah, I haven't heard where he is for a long time. How far away is Cindy from your PB? Well, she was close for a while with 31.5 inches. My PB used to be 32.5, but after she got hers later this summer, I caught a 33.25 inch walleye, which to me is still mind blowing. And I've got the official like bump board photo. In fact, that's all I have. I don't even have a photo of me holding it because I was by myself. I wasn't filming or anything, but I've got a photo of the fish on the bump board. It was pretty cool. Now I'd like to try to catch one on video one day. Kind of regret not filming for sure, but it is what it is. Biggest freshwater fish you've caught on or off camera? Probably that one right there. Well, no, I've got a 48-inch laker I've caught off camera too. That would be the biggest one. And sturgeon. We might have some videos from that though back in the day. I'm not sure. Coming up to Lake Winnie in about 4 weeks for the first time. What's the hot area? I have no idea. No idea what's going on in Lake Winnipeg right now at all. Got the Avenza map for Crooked and it worked amazing. The Avenza map is so good on Crooked. It's dialed. Frost Clown, Fish, Lab Rat, and Sandy Pepper, top 3 floss bite colors. I agree. Me too. 100%. Are you still running a StarCraft? So how are you liking it? I have Starwell by StarCraft. Do you know why they don't need as much or don't have as much popularity? I'm not sure whether popularity is that good. The boat's amazing. I'll be running mine again this year. I don't think I have any plans for a new boat this year at all, but we'll see. Who knows? I gotta actually talk with the boys at StarCraft and see if what they have going on. But I'll probably be running mine for the 3rd year. It's been solid. No complaints at all. Where would you set up for Lakers? I'd set up the same kind of structure, honestly, at the bottom of some kind of break like that, where the contours are wider. That would be one of the areas I would set up. You ever fished the Rainy River? I fished the Rainy River years ago. Jay and I were down there, but we did sturgeon fishing. We went. That was a long time ago, 2011 or 2012, I want to say. I think Hey Clayton, any chance you would want to get the AquaView Micro Revolution HD that hooks up to your garbage? I'm using it already. I actually did. I had it in a video not too long ago. I do have one. I just haven't used it in the last couple of videos because the water where I was at was really stained and murky. So, Clayton, what was your dislike about the Corey Johnson video on Lake Winnipeg? My dislike was that it was not professional at all. Taking the fish into it wasn't that he was fishing outside and caught the fish and showing it off. He caught the fish inside, took it outside in freezing cold, 50-mile-an-hour plus winds, and hero shotted it around and whatever. And I thought that was as lame as it could get. And if I saw him, I'd tell him that straight to his face. Like that was lame. It really was. It wasn't like he was outside catching the fish. He was pretending that he was a man outside fishing in the elements. Well, no, he was fishing inside. He wasn't outside. He was inside fishing and then went outside to pretend that he's fishing outside, and he caught this fish. So it's very disappointing to see. It really was for somebody that so. And that's and it's the comment I made on the whatever guy's video that posted it. He ended up like as soon as my comment got any traction, he just deleted it and then come to my channel and then like try to like attack me or my Instagram or whatever. So it's kind of funny, but yeah, it was definitely disappointing to see. It really was. And I'm sure if the outfitter that posted it deleted the video right away, the Canuck outfitters, they're the ones that took the video. And there's an outfitter on Lake Winnipeg, and they should know better too. So they probably realized what a mistake it was to post a video like that, or even think about filming a video like that, and deleted it right away. But it didn't take long for other people to, of course, when you make a ridiculous video, people are going to screen grab it and whatever. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it, and I'll go to battle for it too. It just wasn't cool. Are you planning on fishing the Classic this summer on Lake of the Prairies? I am planning on fishing the Lake of the Prairies tournament. I am. So my method for giant pikes is a sardine on adjustable quick strike rig, suspended about 1 foot to 1.5 foot off the bottom. I was wondering if there are any tips you had. I don't like running the baits right on the bottom. I like running them halfway in the water column. The Canuck, yes, Jerry, you're right. The Canuck guys are good guys, and they clearly made a mistake. I agree 100%. The Canuck outfitters are good people. I do not disagree. They made a mistake, and they owned up to it, obviously, by deleting the video. And I'm sure if they ever had to, eventually, they'd make a statement about it too, about being a mistake. And people make mistakes all the time. So there's nothing wrong with it at all. It's owning up to your mistakes, right? I have more respect for people that own up to their mistakes in that sense. So, hey Clay, wanting to get into filming content, any camera recommendations? You can't go wrong with the GoPros, to be honest with you. The hardest thing is the editing side of it. The filming side of it's a lot easier than the editing side of it is, because once you got all this video on GoPro, it's like, now what do you do? The editing side of everything is so hard. That's why the phones are so much easier by making small clips and just putting them together. But honestly, when you're just starting, I would say the GoPro stuff. So love seeing the respect you show towards the fish and the sport. I try. Obviously, I've made mistakes too in the past, I'm sure, but I always try to at least put the fish first. We need to respect the fisheries that we're using to like not only make a living for, but promote and encourage people to go out and do them, like go out and fish for it. So what editing app to use? I use Adobe Premiere Pro. Oh, that's definitely different. I'll have to give it a shot. Always told the bottom is the best. Yeah, I really like fishing. I like keeping the bait in the middle of the water column personally. Lip grips and keeping the fish in the water all winter, all season, even on the warm days. For sure. Lake of the Prairies tournament this May. The tournament's actually in June 13th. The tournament's my birthday this year. So, yeah, it's my birthday weekend. Is Baker's Narrows weekend with Clayton sold out? No, there are still a couple spots remaining still with the fish, or with the fish with Clayton trip. The chain is bad for stained murky water lately. Really? Hey, that's interesting, because usually like those lakes are so clear. And that's the why the pike fishing could be a bit slower too. Sometimes the clear water is way better. Hey Clayton, go for perch if you come to Lake Winnipeg. Great year in those pothole lakes. Yes, I think I need to. I agree. I have a couple lakes I need to check out around there. You ever fish Seven Sisters? You ever fish Seven Sisters? No, I've never fished there. You ever thought about going to Spiritwood Lake? Or I heard about the Xander there. I'd like to go at some point. Almost went last year before the Minneapolis show, but of course we didn't go to Minneapolis show either. So yes, is your birthday June 13th? It is. Clayton, are you coming up to Lake Winnipeg again this year? I think so. Also, I know you fish Lake of Prairies a lot, but thought you were from Sask. Where do you live? I'm right on the Saskatchewan-Manitoba border, so Lake of the Prairies is pretty much home-ish. Katepo was clear 10 days ago. We were sight hole fishing Crooked yesterday. Water was crystal clear. Ty was at Crooked yesterday. Was it cold out there, Ty? Woof. So cold. Did you catch anything, Ty? Where'd you get your glow cup from? The Charger glow lure? Ice Hole Power sent me one, I think. Is who sent me the glow cup last year? Yeah. Yeah. That's who sent me one. Crooked, usually clear. The others, not so much. Agreed. Ever fell through the ice? Yeah, but only like waist deep. Hey, Clayton, any advice for someone just starting creating content? It's a lot harder than it looks. You get what you put you get what you put in. Like as hard as you work is what you'll get for it. And try to stay away or avoid the negativity as much as possible. As this it seems, and right now it seems like it's worse than it's ever been. And it doesn't, I don't know if it's because like as you get more popular, the negativity gets worse or what, but it's like people have no censor or no fear anymore. People aren't scared to get punched in the face, so they're not scared to run their mouth on a keyboard. And you have to just try to like shut it off and avoid it. And I wish I could do that better, but even I struggle with that sometimes. So the hate is probably the hardest thing to deal with when it comes to doing this whole thing than anything. You should do a garage tour with your gear. I would like to do something like that sometime. It'd be a good one. Clayton, why didn't you go to St. Paul this year? I've talked this a few times already, but there was just a lot of stuff going on. We had really, really late ice too. So finally, when I had a chance to get out fishing was like around that time. It's like I needed to film some videos. If I went to the ice show, I'd have like 4 or 5 less videos out than I would right now, which is hard because I need the content. December is such an important month for content for me. And January is too. Great job, Clayton. Lots of information. Thanks. I appreciate you watching. Do you go through motivation swings when creating content? Yeah, totally. It's hard. Sometimes you get in a rhythm, right? Like right now with having like a 3-day, 4-day break, maybe even longer. It's been even longer, I think. It's hard to get back into it again. It's almost easier when you're rolling to just keep pushing them out. It happens quick. You're fishing, you're editing, you're fishing, you're editing. When you get out, when you don't do it for a week, it's like it's hard to get back into it sometimes. So any ice camping this winter? Yes, I will be doing some ice camper, just not sure when at this point. But yes, it's going to happen again. I need to do some more ice camping because I do enjoy it. I'll probably do it once the weather is decent. Do you do everything yourself? Yes, I do everything myself, from organizing, editing, obviously the fishing, everything. The only thing I have help with is Cindy helps me with staying organized with lunches, breakfast, takes care of all my laundry, obviously, which is a huge help, and just keeps me organized on this on the home side of it. So Cindy does the merch as well. She ships all the merch. So yeah. So Cindy and I do it all together. Is this a full-time gig? It is a full-time gig. I also guide a little bit in the summertime still at Wallace, and I've been there for 20 years. I got to meet and greet Jay Siemens. That's awesome. Yeah, Jay went down to there for a day this year. He even has to pour his own shots. Yes. Clayton, what weight head do you use for walleye, and what weight with the jig for the 6-inch tubes? I like a 2-ounce tube lead head for the 6-inch tubes. And for the walleye, really depends on like the mood they're in, what's going on. The last couple of videos I've used a 3/16 ounce, which is a little bit heavier, but it's tungsten, so it's smaller. So I don't like using too big in the winter. Usually as big, like for lead is like a 1/4 ounce, as big as I go, but if I can, 3/16, even a 1/8 ounce, something like that. The more hate you get, seems to be the more original you are and not doing the right thing. Yeah, probably. Honestly, man, the more hate you get, I would argue the better you're doing. Means more jealousy and admiration. You definitely could be in that situation too. I have to look at it like that. It's just I, it's just yeah, it's a tough one. How many views, subs you need to make a living on YouTube? Every channel's different. Some guys need lots of views and lots of subs to make a living. Some people don't need as many. It all depends how you live, right? How much do you need to live, right? Or what you need to do. So it all depends. It's all relative, right? Like some people have a really fancy lifestyle and some people just like to I just like to just get by month to month and do the thing and not be obviously I don't want to be like worried about where our next meal is coming from, but I don't need to be making $1 million a year or whatever and whatever, right? I just want to live comfortably and that's about it. So yeah, so it's a really wide question in that sense. Is an 8-inch bluegill big? I don't know. I think so. I think an 8-inch is considered big or bigger. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. How can we get more frostbite products in Wisconsin? Honestly, you can buy any of the frostbite stuff online, and I think they have like free shipping if you order so much too. So like, it's good to get together with a couple buddies, put a big order in, and then your shipping's free, and it'll be at your doorstep. So it's just as good, in my opinion, anyway.
Catch and cook.
Catch and cook? What about catch and cook?
The kitties.
Oh, name them catch and cook. That's a good one. That's a good one. Catch and cook. I like that. That's really good. That'd be funny. That'd be a funny one. Yeah. Really love the Game of Inches. Will there be a season 2? No plans for season 2 right now. But I did enjoy doing the whole Game of Inches thing. I had fun with that. Just like I had fun with like the Prairies tournament too. I love when you have like a little competition where like motivates you, right? That's why I always do my top 5 stuff for the day because like it motivates you to just keep pushing and do better, right? So you and Luke from the Outdoor Boys ice fishing special. I agree. I would ice fish with Luke from the Outdoor Boys in a second. His channel has blown up. He's such a good dude. Yeah, I would like to do something with him one day. That would be really cool. I should give him a shout and see if he ever wants to host to have a Saskatchewan boy up there in Alaska doing some ice fishing, or he can come down here. Clayton Hoffney experienced GoPro overheating issues. Not very often. I got a couple new GoPro 12s. They were overheating when I was filming in 4K though. So I just backed it down to 1080p because that's what I edited anyway. So once I went down to the 1080p, they were fine. And get the white GoPro batteries, not the blue GoPro batteries. They seem to deal better in the cold and the heat. But yeah, I have had overheating problems with GoPros in the past. I really have. Plans for a CSO on ice cookbook. That would be good. That would be really good. No matter what you do in life, there's always someone who's going to hate on you, what you're doing, have something to say. You're right. Happiness is key. Happiness is key. I preach that a lot. Being happy is key. 100%. Just smile, right? Kitty names, ham and pineapple. That's good. I like that. Cat names, Jig and Minna. I know. Somebody else said Jig and Minna. I really like Jig and Minna. I don't know. We're struggling, but it's one of those things where it's like you feel like you want to get like the perfect name, but in the end, it's like no matter what you come up with, will be perfect anyways. So
they're not going to be Trouble and Monster.
They're not going to. Yeah, I'm calling them right now. Monster. There's a couple other choice names I call them. Trouble. Yeah, the Destroyers. Yeah, there's a couple names I come up with, but. Where's the Jello shots? Cindy will do one more Jello shot, and then we're gonna wrap this up. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of hot right now. It's hot in here. Why is it so hot in here? Oh, of course, because it's about the kitties now. Yes. What garment screen do I use? I use an 8612, but only because I want to screen record. You can get away quite well with the EchoMap Ultra 2. Are you getting a dog? Yes, I will be getting a dog. The kitties I felt like just were easier to do first. So
Well,
Trish, we really enjoy the fish donkey tournaments. I'll have to leave Ken at home next time so I can give you guys a run for your money. Yes, I agree. And Trish, but Trish is the one, her and Ken, they're the ones that challenged us to the Lake of the Prairies or any pike fishing, top 5.
Well, I'm packed.
You're packed. That's in the summertime. But yes, we are going to do that. I am going to take this one pike fishing. We're going to try to beat your top 5 score from last year. We're going to give it a go for sure. So Trish and Ken, they have a YouTube channel. Ken and Trish Outdoors. You can find them on YouTube, and they did some videos from the fish donkey tournament as well. Where can I get a CSO shirt? They'll be on the merch. I'm gonna go out on a limb right now. I'm gonna say by tomorrow at this time, all of the merch will be on the website, including the CSO t-shirts. ClayChickOutdoors.com.
Or if you're Canadian, you can message me.
Yes. CSO is my favorite YouTuber ever. Okay, Real Life with Mike. Real Life with Mike, make me one of those fancy 2 diesel burner things or whatever. 8612 can run the new AquaView dual camera. Yes, they can. Yes. CSO, do you take a carbon monoxide detector with you when you're overnight camping? Yes, I do. You betcha. We're also happy. Love to see it. Cheers from Minnesota. Wishing you all the best in 2025. I appreciate you being your Pike Fights. That's a good name.
You have a big following in the States.
I know. I need to go to the Minneapolis.
You have a really big following.
I need to go to the ice show. I really do. I really do. Call the cat crew the rock pile. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How about Randy and Leahy? Yes. Okay. Have a good night, everybody. We're going to do a members only chat here for a little bit as well, for 20 minutes or something like that. But appreciate everybody hanging out.
No, we're not using Teespring anymore.
No, we're not using Teespring. We're just using our own merch.
Croquis and bacon.
Croquis and bacon. That's a good one, too. Okay. Everybody have a good night. We'll try to do this again here sooner. Sorry it's taken so long. It's been a very, very busy last month. So.
Tournament and cats.
Tournament and cats, yeah. Cheers, everybody. Take care. Bye.